You get it twisted around. Y'all don't understand that LeBron James is LeBron. He was LeBron before he got here. That's great. He's a Cleveland guy. He'll never be a LA guy.
Never.
He's an LA guy. He play on our team. I give him credit for that.
But if he's going to contribute to the team winning the championship, you got to give him that. You
If
cannot be
he
like that. You
contributes.
can't be partial like that. You can separate the team
Man.
and the play from the player.
No, but
If
you
you,
know,
or the
look.
man, the one, the LeBron that you don't like.
Listen, this is what Pop was talking about. Pop's talking about that the Lakers, that it's going to come through LeBron because who gets the ball when the ball comes in bounds and all that kind of stuff. You can say all that all you want. What's the object of the game of basketball? How you win?
Putting the ball in the basket.
Putting the ball in the basket. So my thing is that there are people that he always has played with from the beginning of his career to this point that has put him in position to do well. LeBron can't score all the points. Does LeBron score points in bunches? Of course he does. And let me say this for the record because I've been saying this for a long time. LeBron is one of the most phenomenal specimens that we've ever had in the league.
Yes, sir.
Phenomenal athlete, phenomenal player. He's a better athlete than he is a basketball player. I'm gonna tell you that flat out.
Oh, I believe
'Cause
that.
Magic Johnson is a better basketball player to me.
Yeah.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is a better basketball player to me. Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan,
You got a point.
Durant is a better basketball player than
You
LeBron.
don't even gotta say that, bro.
Kawhi Leonard, even though he's not in the finals, is a better basketball player than LeBron. Is he more athletic than LeBron? Is he more of an? No, he's not the same kind of guy. LeBron's game definitely is to facilitate an offense, to score when he needs to score and all that. That's great. But here's the problem: when you watch him play, if you watch the entire game, every game you watch, you will see the frailties in his game. I mean, granted, you'll see him in everybody's game when you watch the game. But what I'm trying to say is that he's not, as Danny Green said, he's not what they thought we were. And we let him off the hook. Okay? He's not who you thought he was.
Come on, Aubrey, say something.
I'm
now.
telling you right now, he is not who you thought he was.
Come on, Hoss.
He's a phenomenal athlete, phenomenal player. But I'm gonna tell you right now, at the end of the day, if you watch go watch Game 4. Go back and watch Game 4 of Lakers versus Denver. Watch Game 4 again. Watch Game 5. Oh, I check that back. Watch Game 3 and watch Game 4. The one that Denver
I
won.
watched all the games that came on.
Okay.
I watched all the series. Portland, Houston, Denver. And only thing I was thinking about was the end result. I wasn't thinking about who did what.
Oh,
who was doing
man.
that. I know who the players were, who the ball got to, and places like that. AD don't bring the ball up. AD receives the ball, and then he does his thing. There was flaws in AD's game throughout the
course.
playoffs also.
Of course.
Which is in everybody's game, you know. And the reason I say that, you have to have a leader on the floor. You have to have a leader. When we was at the Minions, who was our leader on the floor? Kenny Bruner. We had great players, Tayshaun Prince, Jason Thomas, James Jones. We had superstars on the floor, but who was the leader of the program? Coach Orders would call a play, and if it didn't look good to Kenny would change it on the floor because he was the coach on the floor.
Amen.
Same thing happening with LeBron. LeBron is the coach on the floor for the Lakers. Period. I don't care who likes him or who don't like him. That's the way the game is played. You have to have a leader. Normally, your leader is a point guard. Sometimes it becomes a forward. Sometimes, the Clippers, they didn't have a leader on the floor. They was a quiet team.
Ain't got no chemistry.
Paul George, you never did hear him leading the team. Kawhi Leonard, he led the team with his scoring. But for verbally, you had the crazy boy running around out there.
He's talking about Patrick Beverly.
Patrick Beverly, you had the crazy boy running around. Can't play, no defense, can't shoot.
Don't say he can't play no defense.
Maybe make a 3-pointer once a month.
Everybody in America know he's a good defender. You all know better than
I
that.
don't like him, but
Now you trying to take some credit from him, brother. This is the deal. Listen,
He ain't got no lockdown players in the NBA no more.
well, Kawhi.
They don't have it no more. They don't play defense like
Man,
that.
Kawhi Leonard is the best
Anytime
defender.
you can have a guy in the corner,
Klay
and he
Thompson.
drives all the way around the baseline, around to you and two other guys, and come back out front and pass the ball. That's no defense. When all you got to do is step out of bounds, 1 foot out of bounds, what are you going to do?
Go out and run.
He going to run over you and charge you or whatever. But they play Matador.
Clay Thompson.
Like,
Watching his snaps.
come on through.
Man, well,
come on,
no,
man.
but you know what though, the way things are set up in the NBA right now, you're right in terms of like they don't do what they used to do. They don't strategize or set plans of action or do it like now. Right now in the playoffs is when this is why I always knew like when everybody's like, oh, playoff LeBron. Oh, he does this, he does it. At the end of the day, here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you right now, the teams that I know that gave LeBron a lot of problems in his career. Boston Celtics when he was in the East Coast, when he was in Cleveland, when he got to Miami, he had a hard time against the Spurs, and he had a hard time against Dallas. He come to LA. What happens
And
is
the Warriors.
huh?
And the Warriors.
And the Warriors. But the problem is that people fail to when you watch him play, you fail to see when you see things happening. You watch him play and you see he struggles when he can't get to the lane. We all know that. Anybody, Stevie Wonder know that.
I was just about to say
Okay,
that. Stevie Wonder knows
you
that.
can watch him play. Look, game 3, with the one I'm talking about, the one where or was it 3-1? They won 3. When Denver won that game, I don't know if it was game 3 or game 4. LeBron looked like a deer in headlights, man, because he saw they was in trouble. Denver was making a run. The players were scoring whenever they wanted to. Then nobody could be stopped. And then the thing is when he got the ball, he was coming up the court. And these are the times, that's what I'm saying. These are the times when I look at players like a Durant, a Steph Curry, a Kobe, a Jordan, they relish for these moments. They are unstoppable. They are scorers. They are facilitators. They do whatever they got to do to make their team win. What LeBron does many times is he checks out because he doesn't feel comfortable in his shot. That's a fact. And it's funny because I talked to some people prior to the series starting, and they're diehard LeBron fans, and I get it. They diehard Laker fans just like I am. And they were taking up for him saying, well, leave him alone, let him do this, let him do that, and LeBron is this and LeBron is. Those same people called me after game 3 and said, hey man, you made sense. I mean, it's a fact. I'm watching him literally give the rock up like he's afraid to shoot the ball. Why won't he shoot? Because he realizes I can't get into the paint. I can't get to my sweet spot. I can't get in there and lay the ball off the glass like I want to. So I'm going to pass it to somebody who shoots better than I do. Because he knows 15, 17, 18 feet all the way to the 21-foot line or where the three-point line is, his jumper is suspect. He knows it and everybody in America knows it, including Stevie Wonder. So what I'm saying is that I don't understand why when they talk about him, like right now, see, here's the thing. The thing that I don't care for, and I said it before, I don't like how they keep trying to pit him against Kobe or pit him against Jordan or put him in a conversation with those people when the dude still haven't proven. For me personally, I still don't think he's better than Kevin Durant. I think that Kevin Durant is a killer. I think when Kevin wants the ball and his team is on the line and the game is on the line, Kevin's going to take over the game. He's not going to pass the ball to nobody. He's going to take the shots. But what happens is this dude, he comes in, and what everybody does is they blame everybody else on his team except him. So right now, you're going to see, for the next 5 days, you're going to hear about LeBron. He's going to take 3 different teams to the finals, and 3 different organizations he's gone to the finals. And no, Jordan didn't do that. Kobe didn't do that. What are you talking about? They didn't leave the team that they played on.
Here's the thing.
Never had to.
I don't give a hill of beans about that kind of stuff, what the media does. That affects you. Just like you just said, for the next 5 weeks, you're going to hear this, you're going to hear. I don't care. They've been doing this since basketball started.
Right.
They compared Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell for years.
How many times I've been telling you that?
Bill Russell said
Care about what the
Chamberlain was averaging 50 points a game the whole season.
What time?
He averaged over 50 points a game the whole season. Bill Russell didn't. Bill Russell was winning 11 championships for 12, 11 years.
Right.
Chamberlain wasn't winning no championship, but he was winning the
Stats.
leading scorer
Stats.
trophy every year. Bill Russell said,
This brother right here.
Bill Russell
This brother
said,
right here.
I don't care
This brother.
how many points Wilt Chamberlain scores. All I want to do is make $1 more than he does on this contract. That's it. So the comparison is going to be there because the media is going to blow it off the map.
Right.
They're going to talk about this. They're going to talk
But
about
wait a minute. Let me ask you this. But would you agree that the media holds the weight of the future of some of these players' legacy. Meaning this. They let the media vote for who's the MVP for the league.
Absolutely.
Is that not the stupidest thing you ever heard of?
Absolutely.
Okay. So when you got media people talking and they say this guy's better, that guy's better, and then we run that in the ground, in the grave, and that goes on media, national TV, and all around the country, what people start believing is what's being said.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually what happened. They said Kobe was this and Kobe was that. They said, and people start believing it. They said that LeBron James is this and this and that. And now, first it started like a little snippet. Somebody said, "Oh, he's up with Jordan now." At first it started about 5-6 years ago. They started talking about him and Jordan and Kobe, and trying to say he's better than Kobe. There's no way in God's green earth that he's better than Kobe. But now people believe that Kobe's not even in the conversation no more because people kept saying it over and over and over again. Same thing with
You said the magic word. You said people and they.
But Pop, what I'm saying is that's what's being believed now. That could go. They gonna go down in history talking about they gonna leave my boy out the game. They gonna leave Kobe out of the conversation, man.
They can't. They better not.
They gonna leave him out of the conversation, man.
But does that
man.
Does that take Kobe out of your head?
For me,
For you,
you already know, man.
Okay,
Don't even go there.
So that's why I'm saying I don't get caught up in that stuff.
I don't give a rap pile.
Who's this or who's that? Which one is best? They did.
You want to cuss right now? I know you.
They did the same thing with Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan. Who is the better player?
Yeah, well,
David.
Yeah.
Huh?
Who was the best between Magic and Jordan?
Magic and Jordan?
Yeah.
Don't ask him that. He's too young for that.
No,
He's too young for that.
I know that.
It
Don't
might
even
be
go
something he
there.
has heard.
He's too young for
I
that.
don't even go there.
The media.
Well, you just called me dad, so I know that you too young to know what it is. Boy. You not from my era, man.
Magic
And
and
who?
Jordan? That's tough.
Jordan.
That's like
Magic
asking a
Johnson,
Kobe or
Michael-
Jordan.
Oh, people think that's an abomination.
Put
They
David
don't.
on the
If you
spot.
say
Come on,
that,
David.
if you say that Magic is anything better
I
than
don't
Jordan,
know.
folks will think it's an abomination. But folks don't realize that Michael Jordan, the brand, is bigger than Michael Jordan, the player, will ever be. So they don't understand that his brand is what blew him up even bigger than he was when he was a player.
Now work that
Michael
finger. Work that
Jordan.
finger.
Work the finger right there,
Michael
get it
Jordan
in, girl.
was a prolific scorer.
What you want to do?
Okay? He averaged like 30 some odd points a
This
game.
guy.
But then you look at his value compared to Magic's value. Magic's value to the Lakers, first of all, he averaged 18 points a game. He averaged over 10 assists per game.
Per game. Yeah, for a fact. Yeah.
Add those assists up. Over 10. If you just say 10
10, right.
by 2 points, how many is that?
Every
20.
20.
That's 20.
Yeah.
Not counting threes or nothing like that.
Right.
From the assists that the people are getting, Byron Scott, James Worthy, whoever was in the game hitting,
Right.
Hitting those shots. Not counting those. You have to say, well, he averaged 18, and then he given 10 assists. That's another 20. So that's like 38 points right there. Well, he done already topped Michael.
My.
He done already topped his thing. And then
That's if you get past
Rebound?
the ball.
the triple
Gotta
doubles.
get him going.
He had more
Don't
triple
get me worked
doubles
up.
than anybody in the league history.
Right.
That's another 10 points, 10 rebounds, 11 rebounds, 12 rebounds. Man,
Yeah.
Right.
so where is the value? Michael Jordan is a prolific scorer. He scored 60 points, 63 points on this team. He did this, he did that. That was it.
Charles Barkley, 40 points, 50 points, 75. Go ahead.
But he had the ball. And then they would compare when Kobe, he's on his way out, Kobe coming in, they start comparing Kobe and Michael Jordan. How can you compare that?
Yeah.
But
You gonna make him mad. You done made the man mad. Now, see what you did, David? The
I
man
can
is
see how you
mad
say
now.
that.
That's
So
weird,
you
though.
talking you talking who's better in terms of stats, Kobe and Jordan, or just overall basketball player?
Kobe versus Jordan, you mean?
Yeah. Overall basketball player, I'm gonna have to give it to Kobe, because Kobe can do literally almost anything you can. You know what I'm saying? Think of.
Michael Jordan was a better athlete, though. I
Athlete,
think.
for
No,
sure.
I can't say a better athlete.
No.
He was more doable as that. He
He
did
could
have
do more.
he had some the athletically
Athletically,
the stuff he
yeah.
did athletically.
Right. Not like Kobe's not an
But
athletic,
Kobe was,
but-
oh my gosh,
Yeah,
when
he
you
was
think back.
banging on
the
76ers.
the team that killed him,
Yao Ming and
Michael Jordan's early career, in the fourth quarter, he was no good. He was wore out. Because
Yeah,
whenever
call
he
Kobe
faced
the
Detroit,
fourth quarter.
Detroit was the team of all teams in the NBA had lockdown defense.
Boston
If
used to give it to
Joe
him, too.
Dumars on him, Joe Dumars would kill Michael Jordan. No matter how many points he got, by the time the third or fourth quarter rolled around, he was dog tight, legs was gone. Because they smothered him.
Hey, Boston used to give it to him a little bit too.
Oh yeah.
Boston used to make, I mean, he would score
Right.
points, but
DJ
Boston would make it hard on him.
DJ
Boston would make it hard on him.
DJ Dennis Johnson.
I went to school. We went to school with him.
He went to
Yeah,
Dominguez.
he
He went
went
to
to
Dominguez
Dominguez.
High. Yeah. Compton boy.
Thing about DJ couldn't say let's play ball when he was in.
Yeah.
And he made it to the NBA.
He got to the NBA. He
Ain't that-
never played varsity basketball in high school.
Because he didn't
Never.
quit.
Never, no.
He kept going. He
There
didn't
it
quit.
is right there. He was the starting point guard for the Boston Celtics with Larry Bird, bro.
He didn't quit.
Just let you know.
Oh, Granddad,
You know.
let me ask you this.
Wait a minute, man. We
still
finish up.
talking?
We
All
finished
right,
with
go
the
ahead,
championship
go ahead,
talk because I just want to make sure that you understand for the finals.
Oh yeah, it's not.
I just want to make
going
sure
to
you
LeBron.
understand.
It's
As
going
a matter of fact, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's touch on that because yesterday you said you made some sensible stuff. You really ticked me off yesterday. I just want you to know that. You know you really made me mad yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
He was
Because
mad too. I had to talk him down after.
what you mad for? I didn't say nothing wrong.
Sean don't like LeBron.
No, it doesn't matter. I don't like LeBron. I didn't say I don't like LeBron. I told you he's phenomenal.
He just
I didn't
says
say I
too-
don't like
he
him.
says too
I
much.
just don't like what people try to make you believe about him. I don't believe that.
For a fact.
I believe what I believe about him. I think he's a
You don't
phenomenal.
have to. You don't have to
People
believe
think,
that.
oh, he's unstoppable, and LeBron is a strong, athletic. He's a brute dude who wins with his bruteness, his strength, his skill set, his ability to get up and down the floor and run with the ball. He's good.
Take away his athleticism.
But
what is he?
you can't take it away athleticism
I'm saying no. I'm
because
saying
that wouldn't
if
be
you take
fair.
away, if you take away LeBron's
my
athleticism,
my
what
point
is
is
He's a
my
regular
point
player.
is that LeBron what Miami has accomplished and what I was trying to say yesterday is this. Watch this. Here's a comparison. Pop said that Milwaukee is not the Lakers. That Miami ain't faced a team like the Lakers. They did face a team like the Lakers. They may not have faced exactly the Lakers or a Western Conference team like this, but here's what they did. They went through the best teams in the Eastern Conference that nobody thought they could beat. They beat the Milwaukee Bucks, who had the best record in the entire NBA, and they beat the Boston Celtics. Okay? So what I'm saying in that saying is to say this. Milwaukee's team was set up and stacked just like the Lakers pretty much. Okay, watch this. Anthony Davis, big 7-footer. Well, he's technically 6'10". 6'10",
7-footer.
He's
7-footer.
He's 6'11".
I think he's
AD is 6'11".
He's 6'6". Okay, so then you got him, right? And he's a shooter from the outside. AD can shoot from the outside. He can take shots,
The
right?
LeBron.
Then he could go inside. He can body. He battles a little bit inside. He rebounds. Blah blah blah. Guess who that is for the Milwaukee Bucks? That's Lopez, Robin Lopez, right? All right. So then jump ahead. His twin brother is also 7'1".
They play on the same
Who is that
team.
the equivalent of? JaVale McGee. He don't score a lot of points. He just posts up. He gets inside. He bangs with people, blocks shots, right? That's him.
Defensive
That's
player,
JaVale McGee, okay? Then you got a guy who handles the ball, usually takes the ball out of bounds, runs the floor like a gazelle. He's amazing. He's 7 foot tall also, and they call him the Greek Freak. He's the 2-time MVP. He won MVP last season. He won MVP this
And
season.
defensive player.
And he's Defensive Player of the Year this year.
Who was that?
The Greek Freak.
Greek Freak, and he got
That is the equivalent to LeBron James. He handles the ball most of the time. He comes up the floor, and when it gets crunch time, they're going to get a ball to him, bring the ball up the floor, and they're going to allow him to really just bombard his way to the basket the way LeBron does. He bombards his way to the basket when LeBron's hot.
Match up.
The difference, the only issue with LeBron and the Greek Freak, neither one of them can shoot. LeBron can shoot better now than he ever did in his career. This season, he had a pretty good shooting year. But for the most part, his shot is still suspect, as we've seen in games 3, 4, and 5
So
against.
no consistency.
And no consistency. Games 3, 4, and 5 against the Denver Nuggets, LeBron's shot was all over the place. He may make a couple, but then he disappears and he can't hit a shot from
Fine.
AD,
right.
AD can shoot.
AD can shoot just like Lopez can shoot.
Okay.
So you got a similar team with a bunch of shooters around these 3 big men,
And there's
and you got the
Bucks.
Lakers that got 3 big men, and they got a bunch of shooters around them too. And
Well, that's a good matchup.
honestly, the Milwaukee Bucks is a better 3-point shooting team than the Lakers
Right.
is.
I know that.
Facts.
And while they did, you know what they did against the Milwaukee Bucks? They walled off the paint. They walled it off. They made the Greek Freak shoot. They said, you're not getting in the paint. And the Miami Heat amazingly stopped this dude.
4-1.
So what I'm thinking they're going to do against the Lakers is the same thing.
Yeah.
LeBron better learn how to shoot that 17-footer.
Yeah.
He better hit that three,
Yeah.
because if he can't and he can't get to the rim, he becomes very ordinary and a
Well,
passer.
if they
He becomes a
effect-
passer.
If they effectively,
Oh, we got some people talking. What Robert say? Who has
Go on
the least
keep-
turnovers
keep going.
will win the
Keep
championship?
talking.
You absolutely right, bro. You absolutely
I'm on
right.
Facebook, so I'm trying to-
And look, somebody said LeBron turns it over when he's tired. He sure does. He has turnovers when he's tired. Don't get me started. See now the place, people coming on. What you gonna say, Horace? What you gonna say, Pop?
Yeah.
Hey, look, they don't. Look, he's scared of me now. He don't want
What
this.
else? What else does
He don't want
Robin
this.
Lopez compared to AD. Robin Lopez is not a comparison to AD.
I'm talking about 3-point shots.
He is no comparison.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me?
That's
He's
all
a,
he
look at his
does is
highlights.
stay out there
He bangs
in the
on- he
corner,
bangs
on.
waiting for the ball. So if he doesn't get the ball out in the corner, he don't get points inside at all.
Oh wow.
Well, Nick,
Think
he-
about
that-
that.
no, Pop, he
A
can-
smaller man can guard him, and he won't take.
I'm
him
not
to the
saying
hole.
he's averaging what AD is averaging. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that they have found a way to make the Milwaukee Bucks earn their points on every possession, which is the same thing I think they're going to do to the Lakers, including the fact that LeBron played for Miami, played for Pat Riley, played for Spoelstra. They know what he does and how he does it. They're gonna figure something out,
Absolutely.
just like they did. And then I told you this yesterday too. There's 3 players in the league that have made LeBron's shooting percentage different than what he normally shoots, and he doesn't shoot that great. But when he scores baskets,
Who are they?
who are they? Paul George. There was a stat they brought it up on ESPN yesterday. Paul George, is it Jamal? Not Jamal Crawford. What's that boy's name?
Jamal Murray.
No, Crawford. That plays for the Miami Heat. Crowder.
Crowder.
Okay. They said Paul George, Crowder, and Butler are the 3 players in the NBA that usually make it tough on LeBron to score his points. 2 of those players I just named are on the Miami Heat.
And I told you yesterday that I don't think Butler will be guarding LeBron James
He most definitely will.
because his game will suffer.
You mean in terms of scoring?
He's 6'5".
You mean in
LeBron
terms of scoring?
is 6'7", 6'8".
He gonna be tired. You saying?
Yes.
He gonna be tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I give you that. I give you that. Every player.
Yeah. LeBron not hot.
If he gonna stop LeBron or slow LeBron down, he's gonna burn up a lot of energy. So where's his game gonna go? Where's his offensive
There's
game?
only one player I know that could do both and guard the best player on the other team and still give you 30, and that's KB, bro. KB did it. He used to do it, right? Right. Not even Jordan had to do it because Jordan had who on his team to play defense? Who was on Jordan's team that was the best defender on the Chicago Bulls that would guard the best player on the other team?
Crazy man.
Scotty?
No.
No, well, Robin was later, but I'm
Dennis
saying
Rodman.
right.
The crazy
Well,
man.
he would guard, but Jordan always had like Pip. Pip was like their 6'10",
Johnny, you
6'9",
can turn the TV if you want.
lockdown defender. He would guard like matter of fact when they beat the Lakers for the first time when they faced the Lakers, right? Who did they took Jordan off of him and put Pippen on Magic, and then Pippen slowed Magic down because Magic was his legs and stuff, and he shut down James Worthy because James Worthy had a bad knee, bum knee. But what I'm saying is that you're right. Butler's probably gonna struggle if he has to guard him the whole game. But see, the cool thing for Miami is they got people to throw at you. They got Crowder. They got Jimmy Butler. They got who's that other guy? They got another guy out there that plays defense.
Crowder, you
Yeah,
said? Yeah, Crowder.
Crowder.
Jimmy Butler.
Butler, and there's another guy. There's another guy that
On
they
the
got
Heat?
on the Heat that they could throw at LeBron for defense. And he's a
Oh, I know you're talking about.
solid defender. Can't remember his name.
name just blinked out of my mind.
I just think they're gonna probably put Crowder on him.
Most
They're gonna put a
likely.
Crowder on him. I mean, Crowder has him shooting in the low.
Adebayo.
Yeah, but Adebayo's gonna be inside. He got to guard. He gonna have to guard AD.
AD.
And the thing that gets me though about the Miami Heat that I'm concerned about is Miami Heat has that athletic, fast, long, lengthy guys that can keep up with the Lakers. If the Lakers haven't faced a team like that in the playoffs, they haven't faced one. That
They played them
length,
twice.
huh?
They played them twice.
Oh, and it's early in the season,
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
huh?
They know what they can do.
Yeah, but Miami was not what they are right now. You know that. Nobody expected Miami to even be
If they
here.
lose the
Miami
finals,
was not the team
they're
in the
gonna be- they're
regular
gonna win
season
finals.
that they became in the bubble. They look good right now. Yeah, and I think it's Spoelstra having time to work with him.
Same thing with the Lakers. They didn't expect the Lakers to be there. They expected the Clippers to be there.
No, you.
They expected the Lakers and the Clippers to play.
No,
to be the way they are
but
now.
they predicted that the Clippers would probably. They said that the Lakers and the Clippers would go at it in the Western Conference
And the
Finals,
Clippers would play
and the
for the
best team
championship.
that'll come out will probably win the whole thing.
Yeah, but the Clippers.
The Clippers
Facts. The Clippers were gonna win. If the Clippers and Lakers went to the finals this year, the Clippers were gonna win.
in the West Conference.
Yes.
Yep,
Well,
that's
yeah.
what they said.
Yeah, Clippers would have had him. I mean, I would have found a way to get him. He don't want to smoke.
Facts.
He don't want to smoke. He getting quiet. You see that? You see that?
What?
He
But
don't. want to
nobody expected the Clippers to lose like that either.
Heck no.
After that pump.
Why you gotta bring up old
But you
stuff?
gotta act like the Clippers.
Why you gotta bring up
Some
old
people
stuff?
act like the Nuggets are bad.
Gotta
They
bring up the
bad.
Clippers. Why you gotta bring up
At
the
the beginning, you was kind of down the Nuggets.
Clippers
I'm
ain't in
nah,
this,
but the
man.
Nuggets is nice,
No,
bro.
they ain't in no more.
he got me. On that note, I guess it's time to end this discussion, this argument over the finals, because he just shut me down. The Clippers ain't in it. He said, yeah, they ain't in it no more. So we're going to end on that note. Ation outside the box, arguing sports with Pops. You know we get it in over here, baby.
I had my say too.
Ation talks. Me, Pops, going at it about the Lakers in Miami Heat. And we're gonna sign off now, y'all. We're going to sign off now. Ation outside the
cute.
box.
That was cute.
Sign it off.